Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. It is Tuesday the 16th of June 2020 and we're just on our way down to the storage yard to check on our Adria. So long story short, we put our Adria into storage on the 17th of March. We just had it serviced that morning and we'd just had a couple of days away beforehand. And then we bobbed it back into storage on the 17th of March, as I say, and then lockdown happened. I think that was the Monday, which might have been the 24th. I think the Sunday was the 23rd. I could be wrong, but I know the Monday we went into lockdown, and that was it then. We haven't seen it since. So we had resigned ourselves to the fact we weren't going to be seeing our Adria until around the 4th of July, if that's when the sites did open, because we store on a club site. And they were saying that in line with government guidance, with it being leisure industry, they had to also keep storage closed. So we thought, oh well, you know, you can't do much about it, so you just get on with it. We were quite pleased on Friday. We got an email saying that things had changed and we would be able to book an appointment to visit the storage and check the van. So Monday morning, yesterday, 8 AM, I was straight on the phone, got straight through to the storage yard, spoke to the warden there, and they're really friendly. I must say, they are excellent, very good wardens. Knew who I was, bless them, and said, yeah, no problem, we'll see you tomorrow morning. So I was really pleased with that. So we are, as I say, we're on the way now. Now, I know a lot of people, you know, they store their caravan for quite a long period of time in between use. The longest ours has ever been in storage is 6 weeks, and that was in October 2018 when my mum became unwell, and we bobbed it into storage then, and it stayed there for 6 weeks, and we thought that was a long time. Obviously 3 months is a considerably longer amount of time. So what are we going to do? Well, the things I want to check, there's a couple of things. Firstly, I want to check obviously that there's no damage to it. We did have a little bit of bad weather. We've also had some extremely hot weather, so I'm going to check the windows are intact, the hecky lights are intact, nothing's dropped on it. Hopefully all will be well, but we'll find out. The other thing I want to check is my battery level. Now, we don't have anything draining our battery, but equally we don't have a solar panel, so the battery will have remained from when we've put it in storage. It was fully charged. We'll wait and see. I'm going to flick the switch and see what it says, basically. It might be that the battery's discharged, in which case we'll have to replace it. The battery is 2 years old, but we've never had a problem with it. If it's all good, then we might hook up to the car and just put a bit of power in that way. But if not, I mean, we do plan to get away within the coming weeks, not immediately into July, which I know a lot of people have already got bookings and they're really excited about going away from the 4th. I'm going to stay at home. It's going to be pretty busy, and I think I'll let everyone else get out there and enjoy some family time, which they've no doubt earned. We're booked to go away in August, so I might hang fire for that one. I might book us something before. So that's the battery. The other thing that I want to check, now when you put your caravan in storage or your motorhome, you really should always leave your fridge door ajar, and that's to make sure the air can circulate and it doesn't get foisty and mouldy. I've got a really bad feeling that when we dropped ours off, I forgot to open the door, and that's because we were a little bit, things were like happening with coronavirus and our minds were elsewhere, to be absolutely honest. It was all a bit of a rush. So I've got a really bad feeling that I could have just closed that door. So I don't know what I'm going to find in my fridge, but I've got my antibacterial spray. I'm going to check the toilet cassette, see how that is, because we did empty it, but obviously we didn't expect it to sit there for 3 months. So I'll just see how that is. Other than that, those are the main things I want to do. I don't think we'll be moving the caravan. Flat spots at 3 months should not be an issue on a modern tyre. But yeah, so those are the things we're going to check. So I will see you when we land at the storage, which will be in about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. So yeah, so we'll see you there and we'll see what awaits us. So we've arrived at the storage and here is the Adria. I'm very excited to see it. It's been 3 months, so here we are. Thankfully, I've had a look around the outside, and the worst I found great big dollops of of bird poop on the windows, which, you know, that's one of those things. We did absolutely mint the Caravan before we dropped it off, because we filmed our de-winterizing vlog. So we did wax it and it was minted up, but as you can see, it's obviously rained quite a bit. And we've got where the rain's run down the windows, but that'll wash off. Because I use turtle wax, it normally it protects it quite well. The tyres, they all look fine. So externally, no issues apart from a bit of muck that'll wash off. I'm going to go in now. So I've not been in yet, so we'll go and have a look. Now, as I say, the things I wanted to check inside were the battery and the fridge. So we'll do those. I'm very excited, I must say. So there we go. Now, this is the way we always keep our Adrias. We just keep the towing cover inside at the doorway and then the step. So I shall get that out. Right, there we go. So the first good thing is I did remember to leave the fridge and freezer open. So that's one less thing to worry about. So yeah, the fridge is fine. Yeah, and the freezer's fine as well. So bonus, so 3 months and all is well there. So I'll leave that open anyway. We've got some flashing lights on the fridge, so that's obviously activated. I'll have a quick look around, check everything's okay. I'll check the toilet, and other than that, to be fair, we're looking fairly good. I just need to check the battery though. So if you want to come in, and we'll flick the switch and see what the battery says. So the battery, I'm going to flick the master switch, and it's gone up, and it's at 12 volts it's holding. So there we go. As I say, we were fully charged when we put it in, so that would have, what, 12.5 volts. So I'm really pleased, the battery's fine, so that's one less thing to worry about. So all together, I'll have a little hunt round to make sure we've not got any bugs or an infestation, but I can't smell anything, can't see anything. So it looks like we're good to go. So I'm just going to have a check over, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So I've checked over the toilet, that's absolutely fine. The only thing that's happened in the bathroom is my toothbrush holder, which is one that you stick onto the mirror. That's obviously dried out and dropped off, so I've reaffixed that. Other than that, everything's fine. What's really good though is because when we dropped off, we didn't take obviously everything that we might need. I've since found a bag of fudge treats in the cupboard, so they'll be going home. A couple of fudges. We needed some tongs for the barbecue, so I've got 3 sets of tongs in this Caravan because we obviously barbecue a lot, so I've got my tongs. One thing as well which we really have needed, and that's the collapse shower. We unfortunately left that behind, and that will be really useful for fudge and also washing off the bikes. Jules's big glass, that's been in the cupboard, so we need that at home. Salt, because for some reason I've not been able to get salt, like sea salt whatsoever in the supermarket. It's been sold out all the time. A water bottle for Jules, we left that behind. And also Fudge's little water carrier for when we go out on walks. We'd left that behind, although we've got his bowls at home, but not his little water carrier. And that's this, to be fair, this is excellent. And then last but not least, this, oh bless, Sid Lewis. Sid bought this for Jules. Was this Torafest, Jules, that Sid gave you this? Last Torafest last year, Sid bought this for Jules, and it says chef and Tintatum. So we'll be using that now at home when we're doing our barbecues. So that's it really. I'm pretty pleased, as I say. The battery's fine, the windows are fine. Yes, it needs a wash down, but otherwise everything is absolutely fine. So worrying for nothing. That's about it really. I don't know when we'll get away next. As I say, it could well be August, because that's when we've got booked. But it is nice to be back in our Adria. It is our little second home. As you know, we spent a lot of time in it last year, like nearly all year, because we didn't want to go home. I must say, now we've got our new house down here in the southwest, we're really happy at home. So yeah, look forward to get out. Hopefully you guys can check all your caravans and they're all fine, and we'll be back out soon. So there we go. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.